Welcome back everyone to CRIM1001 after the Vice-Chancellor's teaching pause last week. We're back here in week 5, what would normally be week 6, but for us it's going to be week 5. And then we'll return after the main teaching break, the 2-week teaching break for week 6. Again, everything is now digitally online, and as you know, the university campus is officially closed, which means that even I, as a staff member, am not allowed on campus unless I've got specific permission and indeed an escort by a security guard. These are unprecedented times, but you know what? I think we're learning a lot as we go, and I hope that you're finding the adjustments to CRIM1001 as easy and as simple to navigate as possible. So really what I wanted to do was just give you a bit of an update as to where we're going and what we're doing. As you know, everything's now turned online. It's all digital and it's all available to you here on the Wattle page. And I'm doing my best through these recorded videos, but also through the information on the Wattle page to try and give you as much information as you need to take away some of that stress and pressure of the new arrangements. I think that's really important under the circumstances. One of the things that I just wanted to let you know, of course, is that in the not too distant future, we'll be releasing your grades for Assessment 1. Both Cameron, Emily and I have kind of been beavering away over in the last week to get those results finished so that we can disseminate them this week. And so you have them well in advance of your preparation of Assessment 2, which you all now know is due in the first week back after the teaching break on the Monday. Before I release your results, though, I've decided to pick 2 exemplar annotated bibliographies. That is, 2 students whose annotated bibliographies were just really good, and I thought it'd be great for everyone to be able to browse through and have a look at some 2 really excellent annotated bibliographies, just to give you a sense as to what a really good one looks like. Now, I've done a de-identification process, which means that I've blacked out the students' names, anything that identifies the student to whom these 2 annotated bibliographies belong, just so that everyone gets a chance to have a look without necessarily identifying an individual. I'd strongly encourage you before the results are released to go in and have a look, have a read at some of the work that other students have done, and that'll give you a good sense as to where you might be sitting in terms of your grade, and more importantly, in terms of where you're sitting with respect to how other students are performing in the course. It's always really important to understand where your performance sits within the broad spectrum of another cohort or from the cohort within the CRIM1001 course. So do pop over. They're in the Assessment 1 section of the Assessments and Submissions module on the Wattle page. So you should be able to find that material there easily. The other thing I wanted to let you know is just how our tutorials are going to work from now until the end of the course. I know that not everyone in week 4 had the benefit of the Zoom tutorial. That's because on the Wednesday, we decided to run the tutorials using the synchronous chat feature. And I think it was fair to say that that was a bit of a train wreck and didn't work as well as we'd hoped. And so we decided very quickly on the Thursday to move to Zoom conferencing. And I think that was a really great thing. I think it worked brilliantly. And I think those who participated in it and turned up online had a really good opportunity to engage with some of the material. So from here on in, it's important to note that we will be using the Zoom conferencing technology in order to connect in to your standard and typical tutorial times. And so I would encourage you to make sure that you're all uploaded and have Zoom downloaded and ready to click the links on the Wattle page. The other thing that's worth mentioning is that because the Zoom situation, the environment of a digital conferencing system means that it's really difficult to kind of do the standard normal tutorial approach. It's not as easy for the tutors, including myself, to navigate a discussion amongst the cohort for things that you might not have otherwise thought about or paid attention to, either in the lecture or more importantly, in the materials on the Wattle page. And so what I've attempted to do, or what I've tried to do, is record for you a series of videos attached to what I call a digital tutorial. And that digital tutorial is really a series of activities, of videos recorded by me, talking to you about some of the content of the course and asking you to think about key questions. Those key questions are going to be the basis of our Zoom conferencing tutorials when we get online. So it is important that you do take the time to complete those tutorial activities before your normal tutorial time. And that's because it allows us as the conveners of those particular tutorials to be able to create a foundation for the discussion we're going to have based on the material you've already given thought to and the answers that you've already provided. I, for example, will be able to go in and have a look at the responses that students in my class have provided and use that as the platform for energizing a debate, energizing discussion in the Zoom tutorial. So I'd strongly encourage you, in fact, I would insist that you do engage with the tutorial activities online before you log into your Zoom tutorial this week and every week hereafter. The other thing I wanted to say is just an important reminder to the 60 odd students in this course who haven't yet indicated which assessment trajectory you're going to follow. It is really important for you to let us know whether or not you're staying with your group or whether or not you're going down an individual group assessment trajectory. Partly because then we can navigate and tailor this course accordingly, given which of the trajectories that you're following. It's also going to be really important to have clarity both for you and for your group as to which trajectory you're following, because it will matter now from today onwards. It will matter for the purposes of the development of the assessments going forward. So please, for those of you who haven't yet indicated your assessment trajectory preference, to go in online through the assessment block on the Wattle page and indicate as soon as possible which of the trajectories you're following. Well, that's it from me for now. I just wanted to give you a quick update as we start week 5. Make sure that I've made as many important announcements that I can, but more importantly, just to check in and see how you all are. These are, as I said, unprecedented times, but I think really exciting opportunities to do things differently, and I'm really looking forward to the work we're going to do over the next little while. So that's really it from me for now. Before I leave you, I just wanted to remind you that on campus at the ANU, there are a number of really essential and important services that are free and available to you as a student. The most important one I wanted to mention now is, and you may not have heard of them, but there is a unit called ANU Counselling, which offers free counselling services to ANU students. And it's a great place to go if you've got any anxieties, concerns, or stresses at the moment, either about the COVID-19 pandemic or perhaps more importantly, some of the assessment schedules that are facing you over the next little while. Andrew Staniforth is the director of the centre, and he's absolutely amazing. And so if you are at the moment struggling a little with either being locked away at home or with some of your assessment and coursework, I wouldn't hesitate as a student to make an approach to the ANU Counselling Unit. They're fantastic, so I really encourage that. Anyway, that's enough from me for now. Good luck this week. I'll see you in the online lecture, and then I will see you all again, or at least those of you who are in my tutorials, in the Zoom conference on Wednesday and Thursday mornings. Otherwise, have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. See you later. Bye.